what are some of the things that's happened in recent days that you think people should be paying more attention to?
Well, Xi Jinping's statement, his speech delivered at the 100th anniversary of the Communist Party was astonishing. A lot of China people, China watchers, like Bill Bishop, are just reeling in disbelief that on this moment of the 100th anniversary, the supreme leader of China would stand up and say that anyone who bullies China, and we infer that he means not just bullies them, but resists them.
Yes.
Anyone who opposes their exercise of what they believe to be their rights will have their heads smashed on the steel wall created by 1.4 billion Chinese people. Heads smashing on steel walls. What an incredible kind of image to be eliciting on a moment of such profound significance for China, and one that the whole world was watching. The whole world was watching this spectacle. So he has injected an element of national, just raw nationalism into the debate that is astonishing. It's very surprising. So I think a lot of people are still trying to digest that. What does that really mean? And the official Chinese media tried to mitigate that. They tried to translate that in a much milder version. But so that's what translators do in China. They try to ease the pain. So to me, that's one of the major things. The cracking down on Alibaba, on Didi, in just the last 48 hours or so. I mean, there you can feel a seismic shift going on in terms of the emphasis on Xi Jinping thought. The fact that he appeared in a Mao jacket was on top of Mao in Tiananmen Square was filled with significance. He is taking on the air of the emperor. He is taking on the air, which he is. He has become an emperor.
Sure.
A digital emperor. And so clearly not. I saw one question earlier. Is he going to be stepped down? No, there's no chance that he's going to step down at the end of his second term. He is in this for the long term, as long as he lives, I would suggest. So all the symbolism, all the tonality suggests that we're headed into a much more confrontational mode than I would have guessed a year or two ago.
You were pretty hawkish a year or two ago.
Well, a year or two ago, I wrote The New Art of War, and I thought at the time that I was at risk of being overly confrontational, overly hawkish. But events of the past 2 years have demonstrated that I was on target, at least largely on target. I don't enjoy saying this. This pains me to say this because it turns on the head so many years of my career. I mean, it reveals that I didn't really know what I was talking about for a long time. I was naive, but I think that is one of my sacred duties as a citizen, as a journalist, to say that all the evidence now suggests that almost all mainstream China watchers were wrong, and that we are now dealing with a pattern that is reminiscent of the building of the Japanese Empire, the German Empire. We're now witnessing the incremental creation of a superpower.
Sobering, and certainly rooted in decades of insight.